What if the most successful people you know didn't get there through talent or luck or even confidence, but through one small, unglamorous habit they almost never mention out loud? Most people believe success looks loud, bold moves, big risks, a dramatic before and after. But psychologists who study high achievers keep finding something quieter, something so small it looks like nothing, until you realize it's the one thing every quiet success story has in common. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is. But first, you need to meet someone who almost missed it completely. His name was Daniel, 31 years old, IT support technician. The kind of job where you fix other people's problems all day and go home with none of your own solved. Daniel had started 6 different side projects in 4 years. A photography page, an online store, a fitness account. Every single one began the same way, full of energy, full of promises to himself. And every single one ended the same way too, quietly, without an announcement. He just stopped opening the app. By his 5th failed attempt, Daniel stopped believing he was the kind of person who finishes things. Then, on an ordinary Tuesday night in March, something different happened. Not a breakthrough, not inspiration. He just did one small thing. 15 minutes. Nothing impressive. He almost didn't count it as real work. He did it again the next day, and the day after that. Here's the strange part. Daniel didn't feel motivated on most of those days. He felt tired, bored, sometimes annoyed that he was still doing it. But he kept doing the same 15 minutes anyway. There's one detail about what Daniel actually did during those 15 minutes that we're going to come back to later, because it explains almost everything about why this worked, when nothing else had. Here's what researchers who study habit formation and behavior change have noticed again and again. Motivation is not the thing that creates consistency. Consistency is the thing that creates motivation. Most people wait to feel ready before they act, but the mind doesn't actually work that way. Feeling ready is usually a result of having already started, not a requirement for starting. There's a well-known idea in psychology called self-perception, the theory that we don't just act based on who we believe we are. We also start believing we're a certain kind of person based on what we repeatedly do. Every time Daniel showed up for those 15 minutes, even on days he didn't feel like it, he wasn't just making progress on a project. He was quietly rewriting a sentence in his head. From "I'm someone who starts things" to "I'm someone who continues things." And that shift, small, invisible, unannounced, is the real engine behind almost every quiet success story you've ever heard about. Number 1. The myth of the big leap. Most people wait for a dramatic moment of readiness before they begin anything meaningful. Think of someone who says, "I'll start eating better on Monday," for the 14th Monday in a row. Behavior tends to come before belief, not after it. Waiting to feel ready often becomes a permanent delay disguised as preparation. You don't think your way into a new identity. You act your way into one. Number 2. The power of the unseen repetition. Small daily actions feel too insignificant to matter, so people abandon them for looking unimpressive. A writer can produce one unremarkable paragraph a day for 2 years, with nothing to show for it, until suddenly they have a finished book. Growth from repeated small actions is not linear. It's compounding, invisible for a long time, and then suddenly obvious. The action that looks too small to matter is usually the one that matters most. Number 3. Identity over goals. People attach their effort to a distant goal instead of a present identity, which makes quitting easy the moment the goal feels far away. "I want to get in shape" collapses under stress. "I'm someone who trains" survives it. Self-perception theory suggests identity-based habits are more durable than goal-based ones, because the reward is built into the act itself, not a future outcome. Chase who you're becoming, not just what you're chasing. Number 4. The discipline of boring days. People quit the moment a habit stops feeling exciting or new. Day 1 of anything feels thrilling. Day 90 feels like nothing at all. The brain's reward response fades with repetition, which means the most important days are exactly the ones that feel the least rewarding. If you can tolerate boredom, you can outlast almost everyone who can't. Number 5. Protecting the habit from your own mood. Most people treat their mood as a valid reason to skip. "I don't feel inspired today" becomes the quiet justification for missing day 42. You were never promised motivation. You were only promised the choice to show up anyway. Number 6. The silence before recognition. People expect the outside world to notice their effort early and quit when no one does. Daniel told no one about his 15 minutes for almost a year. No likes, no comments, no proof it mattered. If you need applause to continue, you'll stop right before the part where it finally comes. Number 7. The compounding effect nobody sees coming. Day 10 of anything looks almost identical to day 1. Day 500 looks like a different life entirely. The results lag far behind the effort. Trust what you can't see yet. So here's the detail about Daniel we promised to come back to. Those 15 minutes weren't spent building the perfect version of anything. He wasn't chasing a masterpiece. He was simply protecting one small, ordinary block of time, on purpose every day, regardless of how he felt about it. That's the entire secret. Not intensity, not talent, not even ambition, really. Just an ordinary 15 minutes, defended quietly,